I don't know. All right, we're live. I have no idea why I cannot figure out how to do this. Let me forward this to my group. Hang on. Give me two. Oh, okay, sorry. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. What did I do wrong every time? All right, so we're here. We're here. Let's go. We are talking about how to create an offer today. So I do believe that we have there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of everything out right now, right? So one of the things that we need to do is stand out. And in order to stand out, I'm trying to get in my group if you're wondering what I'm doing. In order to really stand out, in order to really grab the attention of people, we have to be kind of cool and clear all at the same time. And it's not as um, easy as we think it is. Okay. All right. So it's not it's not as easy as we think it is. And the reason is because, 10 years ago, I mean, I've been online over almost 20 years now. So back in the day, it was a lot easier. I mean, you could just say something simple and people would gravitate towards you because there weren't as many people out there doing it. Now, as you can see, we always talk about it, but it's full. There are a lot of people out there, and you need to figure out what it is that makes you different and how you help somebody in a way that they need to be helped, right? And in a way that they are asking to be helped, because it's not just what you think, it's what they think they need, or what they want also. All right, so with that said, one of the biggest things is when you put an offer out there, um, a lot of times you might get crickets. And again, there's more competition. Don't beat yourself up. I'm not going after that, but we want to do whatever we can to help ourselves in as many ways as we can. So today's topic title is how to create an offer that gets instant, I need this DMs. So that's like when somebody's like, oh my God, I want that, right? And that's what you want to do. And when I talk about an offer, a lot of times, you've probably heard a lot of people say this recently, but a lot of times what we say is, connect with people and communicate with people in public and then sell in private. And so when you present your offer, sometimes I'm talking about on a Zoom call, right? If we're talking about the offer of what you're selling them, but your offer can be your freebies. I mean, you should be selling your freebies, right? And your freebies are, anything that you're giving away for free to help somebody move to that next level, to be able to help somebody get there faster or a quick win, something like that. For example, let's see what is mine today. Hold on, I'm gonna look. Oh, yeah, I should have this on that sheet. No, I don't. Okay, so So for example, drop if you want the offer optimizer worksheet. So it's plug and play. You plug in your idea, you'll walk away with your magnetic offer. So if that's something you're interested in, drop below the video, and I will send that over to you. So you want to have something that is enticing them to come, right? I just said, plug your stuff in, walk away with a magnetic offer. Is that enticing you? You're like, yeah, I want that. I need that. So it doesn't have to be super clever. And you guys know I'm as cheesy as it gets. I love acronyms. I love alliterations. I love all of that. But you need to be very clear so that they understand what it is they're getting. Why do they even want it? And my coach called me out on this the other day. I'm guilty of it. I will just like throw up a call to action, and I will not do this. And it's what I teach. So why I don't, we all do shoemaker's daughter. But what you always want to do is when you throw up a call to action, give them a reason to answer that call to action. Give them a reason why they want whatever it is that you're selling, right? And so I would say, when you're talking about your freebies, when you're talking about, coming to a free event, all of that, give them the reason why. And you can do that in the title of it. You want to do it in how you speak about it. And, maybe you have a title and maybe you have, some words after it, the subtitle or whatever you want to call it. However you want to call it, the bullets that follow, everything should be going after the same thing. And that is getting somebody to say, oh my God, I need that. Right? So drop it down below this. I want to know if the what I called it, offer optimizer worksheet. If that's something that you want, number one, drop OO. But also, I guess by the OO, I'll know. But you could also send me a DM OO. Is it something that you'd be interested in? Plug in your idea and come out with a magnetic offer. We all want that. I think it makes it easy, right? So whatever you're doing should give them that like fast button or, make it small enough so they can complete something in a quick second, but they want to know exactly what they want to do. If you already have an offer that is killing it, like everybody's, downloading your freebie or everybody's buying your offer, your signature offer, whatever it is, then this isn't attracting you. You don't even need that. But if you've sat around and you've gotten crickets before, maybe you're like, there's probably something I can do to make it better. And that's what this is all about. So getting that offer clarity and magnetic messaging. You want to, that's the magnetic messaging. So have you ever shared an offer and heard crickets? We've all been there, right? Or worse, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. What if instead you could get messages like, oh my God, I need this, send it right away. Yes, yes, yes. Before you ever even ask for the sale. And that's what you really want. You want people coming to you. You want people responding to you saying, yes, 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 yes. And don't stress yourself out. Do you need 3,000 people to say, I need this? No, you need one, right? So if 10 people say, I need this, wow. Don't start looking at where other people are and what they're doing, because a lot of times, number one, you don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. And number two, their life isn't your life. Their goals aren't your goals. Their stage is not your stage. So don't get caught up in that, right? Think about this. If you could get 10 people to say yes right now, could you even handle 10 people? Maybe to your freebie, of course you could, but to a real offer, could you, right? If 10 people said yes today, would you be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Or would you be like totally ready to go? So you want to like let them feel the before and after. We always talk about that, the A and the B, right? Where they're at to where they want to go. So where they're at in this case, if your offer is hearing crickets, right, to where they want to go, an optimized offer that gets people saying, I'm in, or I want that. That's where you want to be, right? So this sheet will get you there. Do you see how I kind of made that? This is, what do they call that? Meta. I'm showing you through what I'm doing, right? So I'm going to walk you through how to position your offer so clearly, specifically, and irresistibly so that people are coming to you, your ideal clients. They're saying, Me. And why do I say that? Again, if somebody's offer is rocking it, this isn't for them. It doesn't mean I'm not for them. It means this particular thing isn't for them. It doesn't mean I can't help them in another phase, right? But this particular thing isn't for them. And so that's what we want to talk about. And for those of you that follow me a lot, my offer is called Clients on Repeat. And it goes through what I call the STAR method. And the S in STAR is strategic positioning, right? That's your brand, your personal brand, your business brand, your products. Everything needs that S phase, right? Strategic positioning. And that's what your offer is all about. All right. So it's about message, market, match, right? And offer articulation. So you want to be able to say it in a way that they understand it. We're not talking about creating new offers. We're talking about your offer. So your signature offer, every time you talk about it, how do you talk about it? Or any of your freebies, something, or it could be an event, right? All right. So why most offers fall flat? Oh. So most coaches build their offers based on what they want to teach. We've all been guilty of this. I think this is fun. Coaches, hopefully, are very passionate, right? You love what you do. You're an expert in it. You're like, this is what they need, or this is what I'm kind of getting excited about right now. I'm known to do that, right? But it's not necessarily what the client urgently wants to solve. Do you see the difference? So we always need to be thinking in their head. What does your prospective client or future client or current client, what do they need to solve right now? And I talked about that a second ago. So I would say most of you need this, right? One way, shape, or another, offer optimization. However, is there somebody that's so dialed in on their offer, but way out of whack on their systems, right? I have STAR, the R is the repeatable systems. So for them, I might have a different training, right? That might appeal to them a little bit more. If you're at this stage of the game, maybe systems are like, yeah, I kind of need that, but I feel like it's a little far away, even though I believe you should start with your systems from day one. But in your head, right? In your head, I can believe that you should start with systems from day one. But in your head, if you're like, all I need right now are leads, I need people saying, hey, I like what you're doing. I want that, right? If that's what you need right now, systems are probably like far away from where you're at. And so I want to do something where you're at, meeting you where you are. That's exactly what you want to do in your business. Get it? Got it? So confused clients don't buy ever. And I would say the number one reason people aren't receiving DMs is because they're not asking, or they're not clear in the ask, right? So I was very clear. Drop OO. I wonder how many people are going to send me 00. Drop OO if you want the offer optimizing worksheet. Optimizer. The offer optimizer worksheet. Drop it. So that's pretty clear, right? Drop OO. I told you why you would want it. It's pretty much all I've been talking about. You get it. And you want to do that in your business too. All right. So I would say the other thing is like a lot of times we want to say something like the eight-week transformation. Number one, transformation is a great buzzword, a little vague, right? What does that mean? So if you did use that, you would want more. But that is also like a deliverable more than an outcome. So we want to know where they're going. That's the A to B, right? And you want to show the before and after. And it doesn't have to be a picture of the before and after. It can be, how they would feel or what stage of business they would be in or what that would look like to them. You want to get in their head. What is it what is that one problem that they really urgently need you to solve? All right. What else? Oh, okay. So this client had a powerful coaching method, and she described it as the 8 weeks to align with your purpose. She renamed it Break Free from Burnout and Build a Life that Lights You Up in Just 8 weeks. Do you see the difference? Right? Burnout is going to call out to somebody feeling that. Break free from burnout. Oh my God, that's so me. Yeah. Build a life that lights you up. That's exactly where I want to be. I want to be happy. I want to be excited. I want to be passionate again. Right? You can totally see and feel what that means. And the first one, 8 weeks to align with your purpose, you're like, what does that even mean? We talk about purpose a lot, like in our world, but most people are like, I don't even know what that means. So we don't want to use those, and especially like if you're like in this world, we use a lot of buzzwords that most people would be like, what? It's like means like nothing to me. Like, lead magnets and even offers, maybe offer, I guess, a little bit more, but whatever, you get it. All right, so we're going to talk about the offer snapshot framework. I always love them. This is the offer snapshot. So I want you to break it down. This is also what the worksheet does. So if you want it, drop OO. This is like a little mini version of it. Okay. So the problem. This is the biggest, most important thing you need to think about. What is the immediate problem your client or prospective client wants to solve? What is it that they know they have? Don't talk about things that you have to remind them about or teach them that they have this problem. No. That, we don't have enough time or money for that. That's corporation level problems. We have to go for the immediate problem that they know that they need to solve right now. What is keeping them up at night? What's bothering them? What's in their head? Right? That's the problem. And then the where they want to be. You want both. So the problem, what's the urgent problem your dream client knows? Underline that, circle it, put hearts around it that they have. Okay. That's the first one. The second one, this is 4 P's. If you're going with my cheese, 4 P's, the promise. What are they walking away with? Emotionally and tangibly. So what are they walking away with? So if you drop OO, right, you are going to have an easy way to be able to get that magnetic message going on. You're tangibly getting like an actual worksheet that's going to help you get there. See how helping you out? All right. So what are they walking away with? And tangibly can sometimes be a tricky one for self-development, but you want them to feel like they're in a different place, and you have to do that through your messaging. All right. 3 is the path. How do you get them there without overwhelming details, right? So here, how do I get you to that massive, amazing, beautiful, optimized offer? The 4 P's: problem, promise, path, and the proof. So what makes this work, or why you? What makes this work, or why you? So you want to talk about like how this has helped other people. if you look at any of your favorite successful marketers, if you're in a different field, I'm saying marketers. So if you're in a different field, look at the people at the top of their game in your field. And I guarantee you, you can answer these questions: problem, promise, path, proof, for any single one of them. Go through their stuff, look at what they're talking about, and just write it down. Go through maybe 5 or 10 different people and write it down for each one of them. You're going to understand exactly what it is that you need to do. If you go through 10 of your contemporaries, your colleagues, if you go through 10 of their things, right, you might also find some commonalities in what that problem is. What's that big problem? They already know they're successful and they're still talking about it. They know what it is. So not a bad idea either, right? What's that urgent problem? They know what it is. What's the promise? What are they promising? My guess is each one of them has a different promise that they're giving out, right? And we're attracted to a different promise. I should add personality in here, but or personal brand. I'm going to change that the next time I do this, because you are a big piece of that, right? And you can add that into the proof, but I do believe personality or personal brand adds that extra piece. So let's do the 5 P. Changing it live. That's the way we roll. All right. Anyway, so go through and look. What would attract you to this person over this person? Or what would attract somebody else to this person over this person? So I know that, for example, 3 or 4 people doing the exact same thing in my niche, they each might have a little bit different promise. The path is different. The proof is different. I heard somebody say yesterday that that particular testimonial is exactly what got me to sign up. So they're powerful. I try to use as few, believe it or not, testimonials in what I do as possible, because I do believe that we can get there without it. And so I lean towards the why you part, and that would be the personality part. Why would somebody hire you to do it? Why would they want to work with you? And that goes towards your experience, your personality, how you express yourself, your messaging, right? That all goes to the why you. And I lean a lot more towards that, because some people get very caught up in the testimonials. Number 1. Number 2, some people don't even believe them anymore because they're so made up now. All right. So I want you to be able to do that piece with just the, I want you to be able to do that piece without relying on just that. Some of you may not even have it. All right. So you always want to use your little, what do you call it? Like elevator pitch. Like, I help so-and-so go from A, what they're struggling with, to B, their desired outcome, and how long or how much time, using whatever the methodology is or how you do it, so they can, the big benefits, right? The big benefits. I'll make sure that's in the worksheet if you guys don't have it. If you already have yours, drop it down below. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. All right. So big key takeaway right there. Focus on the results over the modules. Nobody cares about the modules. Nobody cares what's actually in the program, believe it or not. Not to say that you shouldn't talk about it, you should, but even as you're talking about the modules, you want to talk about the results of that module. What are they going to get out of going through that module? So results over modules. Transformation, not features, but be specific. The word transformation does nothing. You have to show the transformation. What's the A to the B? You get it? All right, let's talk about how to make it magnetic aside from the 5 Ps, right? You want to add urgency when and if you can. So marketers, I am a marketer also, but have ruined a little bit the urgency. Don't do any fake urgency. That is horrible. Not as many people do it anymore, but back in the day, I mean, fake urgency was a really big thing. Ooh. So you want to use some form of urgency, and it can be like an innate urgency, like how long have you had this offer, and how long has it been, giving you problems or giving you crickets or not performing in a way that you wanted it to perform? So if that's been 6 months, right? Are you willing to go another 6 months without fixing this problem? Or is it urgent? Do you want to fix it right now? Most people who have an urgent problem want to fix it right now. And that in and of itself makes it urgent. But there are other ways you can also make it urgent. So you want to use specificity. So can someone instantly know if this is for them? Well, when I talk about the OO, drop it down below, right? Offer optimizer, it's for you if you haven't, if your offer isn't killing it, that you need the offer optimizer, you want it. So can someone instantly know if this is for them? You want them to be able to say, ooh, yeah, right now, I need that. Relevance. Does this solve a problem that they're actively thinking about today, right now, at this moment, or at least this week? Not a problem that you're going to solve for them later on, but right now. And that, just side tangent real quick, but that is why we need a bunch of different content. One of the reasons, right? So is it a problem that they're actively thinking about right now? So drop below, if you can, what is your client or prospect's biggest problem? What is their one biggest problem? I'd love to see what you have to say below this. Just drop it if you're watching. What is their one biggest problem? And if you're watching this on replay, give me a hashtag replay when you jump on here. All right, so specificity, can they identify that it's for them? Like, oh yeah, that's so for me. Is it relevant now? Is it relevant now? And energy. Are you excited? Are you confident about it? Or are you over explaining it? If you have to over explain something, it's because your messaging isn't clear to begin with. You shouldn't have to over explain something, right? So if I say drop OO for the offer optimizer, and then I can say quickly, plug in your idea and walk away with a magnetic offer. That's it. There's no need to say anything else about it. I have, but you don't need to, right? You get it. So you want to make it that simple, that, oh yeah, totally. I need that, or I don't need that. My offer is rock. Okay. You want to be very specific about that. And if you find yourself over explaining, that's okay. Keep that in mind. If you've ever studied like sales and how to do sales calls, same thing. If you find people are having the same objections over and over and over again, you want to incorporate that in your presentation, right? And what you're talking about. Same thing here. If you're over explaining it, that means you need to dial it in. It's not dialed in yet. So again, not a bad thing. Opportunity. If somebody is asking too many questions or making you over explain it, or you're feeling the urge to over explain it. And then the other one is, if you're not confident and excited about it, how are they going to be? What's going to make them think like, oh my God, I so need this? If you're like, you probably don't really need it, but I've got it if you want it. We downplay a lot of stuff. A lot. We downplay a lot of what we have to offer. We downplay a lot of our knowledge, our expertise, our experience. I want you to, just tap yourself, remind yourself, not to do that, not to do that. So maybe an affirmation about it if you do it a lot, but try to catch yourself every time you're doing it, because not everybody is at the same stage, right? Not everybody knows this stuff. I get, like, not everybody geeks out on marketing. I get it. I love it. I geek out on it, but I totally understand, over the years of trying to geek out on it with a bunch of people that had zero interest. Get it. And most business owners like yourself, you're an expert in something, right? You want people to be attracted to that, but you don't want to have to learn the marketing to do it. I hear that. I totally get it. And it's not necessary. All right. So you want to do like before and afters, social post snippets, or something that they will understand from here to there. All right. So I need this DMs, your offer needs to feel like the exact solution they've been looking for, packaged in a way that makes them trust you can deliver it, makes it easy, makes it super clear, is not going to take them, 6 months, right? This is a worksheet. You download it, you fill it out, bing, bang, boom, done. All right. Quick recap. Clear, specific result. Right? Not what's included, the result. What are they going to get? What's the outcome? Describe a real pain or desire. And I say pain and desire, but start with the pain. Think about this. I probably said this before, but when we're driving down the road and there is an accident, or like an accident that looks like a fatal accident, what are we doing? We're slowing down and we're gawking like crazy people. Except for that, we're not crazy because every other person in the world is doing the exact same thing, right? We're attracted to the pain. It is what it is. So you want to talk about the pain. Definitely. I mean, you can talk about the positive side too. I am like this positive. It's hard for me. So you can talk about the positive side too, but you need to talk about the pain because that is what's in their head. That's what they're thinking about. That's what's stressing them out. Make sure you describe a real stressor, something that is, what does my coach say? Hair on fire, right? And then shows how they get there. Fill out this worksheet with the 4 steps. I'm going to change it before I give it to you. 5 steps and a couple of other things, and bing, bang, boom, you've got your magnetic offer. All right. And then connects with your authority. Well, you've seen the video, you've heard the steps, you've heard me speak, you know that I know what I'm talking about. And that's kind of how you want to do it too. All right. If you want to refine your offer today, download my offer snapshot template. It's going to walk you through crafting a clear, client attracting offer that positions you as the obvious choice. So you get those, I need this DMs without chasing people. What else? Oh, I've got it one for you. If you're done tweaking your offer in a vacuum and you want eyes on it with strategy behind it. So if you download your OO, if you fill it out, DM me snapshot and let's map it out together. 3 high converting posts. Ooh, 3 high converting posts about your offer. I'd love to do that. All right. So we got 4 P's. We turned into 5 P's live. What else? OO for your offer. And what is next week? Oh, how to plan a month of strategic content in 1 afternoon. I love doing that. That's so fun. Okay, how to plan strategic content in one afternoon. Let's get it done. That's all I have for today. So thank you for coming. I will see you next week. And don't forget, Elevate and Engage every single week on Thursdays. If you want me to remind you, drop EE below here, and I'd love to send you a reminder for next week's Elevate and Engage. I will see you soon. Ciao.